Alrighty, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. How are we doing? And our playthrough director, Frosty, is here as always. Have we got some snacks, beverages, blankies, and snugs as we kick off another session of lore-rich streamage of The Witcher? First thing I need to do, as we sort of get ready to kick off again, is I think we need to meditate. And
Can I help you?
Yes, you can. We need to meditate
May I help you?
and spend some points, please.
Got any rooms?
5 orens.
That's fine. We've got like 20,000, so don't worry about it. It would be so heavy, the amount of orange that we're carrying. Oh, we've got our first gold talent. Hells yes. So confused you're dipping in before your art exam. Okay, fair enough. Well, we are wishing you the best and hope things go smoothly. Main thing is to stay cool, calm, and collected in these environments. And Frosty, you've got to whine, but the kitty has forsaken you for the first thrown in to the water. Ah, she might come down later. She might come down. Now, I'm inclined typically to go for something in silver swordedness. I'm gonna go with group silver so we can fight lots of monsters simultaneously. So as we gear up for all of this, we've got another silver. Oh, I got another. Have I got another gold talent? All right, fast then, because that's the next most popular one. I'm spending. Hang on. Apparently that's a silver talent. What the hell? Oh, all right. Where do we want to spend our gold one then? Up here on the group. What's my game being weird? Group silver. Where did the gold go? Okay, so attributes have the gold ones. Okay, all right. That's cool. We can deal with that. So fast silver is our next silver talent. And we head up here. Oh, we've got signs as well. Well, I do like using Ard. So I'm tempted to spend... Right click and hold so you can power up the sign. Well, that sounds fun. Let's look at that first. Ard. Gold are the last 2 tiers of talent points. Hells yes. So it really paints the point, which is what I started to mention earlier, is that we actually don't have much left of The Witcher 1. How the fuck do I spend this one? Requires specialist. Requires silver talent. I've got a silver talent, but I don't have a specialist. What's this specialist business? Is it got to be our rank maybe? Like from seasoned Witcher to specialist perhaps? Whatever. Spend something over here, and the next one will probably be strength. Highlighted again, Frosty. Alrighty, just for you. Senator says requires specialist and requires a silver talent. I had a silver talent before, but it would not let me spend. Frosty, we're lacking specialist. Is specialist just the rank of Witcher? We just need to level up some more. Is that what's required for that? Because each level you have, you seem to have like a little title here, which is kind of cool, I guess. Anyway, so we shall spend a point. I'm thinking on strength. For more vitality, which is health. More damage and stuff. Stamina, what's that going to do? Endurance. Yeah. No, let's go strength. That's a silver talent too, apparently. Huh. Yeah, okay, then. Get off there. Put it up here. Spend it there. Spend it there. And one more bronze talent. Done. There we go. That's it. I think it's a rank too. That's cool. We can come back to it. Look, as in general, we're not struggling. Geralt is succeeding for us. I think I'm good for potions at the moment too. Let's meditate. Let's crack on. Let's switch the view. So, I've got to find the right pacing. So a couple of things for tonight. Firstly, It's going to be a slightly shorter session because I am absolutely knackered. I've had a very big couple of days. So we'll go a little bit less in terms of duration tonight. Fucking hell, that punching is loud. It's the exit. Let's step outside. Barely hear myself think. Secondly, next week we're going to be finishing The Witcher 1, so there's not a lot left. And going through my notes from Frosty, our director, there's not a lot left in terms of content. So what I'm thinking is we'll finish chapter 4 tonight. We'll start into chapter 5, but we won't go too far. And then what I'm angling for is for probably Monday and Tuesday night sessions for the chapter 5 and the epilogue stuff. We'll find a balancing point to sort of break that into 2 sessions. And that'll be the conclusion of The Witcher 1, which will be quite the achievement, and then we're on to our next game after that. I will recuperate. Thank you very much. So it means we're one step closer to playing Oblivion on stream as well. Now I tend to like playing the supernatural side of Elder Scrolls. I like being a vampire. I'm a vampire in every single Elder Scrolls game I've ever played. Shut the hell up, dude. Leave me alone.
Women.
Women. Yeah, shut the hell up. Incel over there. Captain Incel. But I'm not liking any of the mods I'm finding for vampirism for Oblivion. They're all trying to do too much or too little. I'm probably just going to make my own. I did some researching last night. It doesn't look that hard. I've learnt a lot from modding Skyrim. I think I can just adapt. I might do a streaming session at some point on the weekend, tinkering around making a mod, so stay tuned for that, I guess. Ping me if you're interested. Mention it if you want to just watch and interact as I do that. It's not going to be a full-blown session. Anytime I do a weekend stream, it's not usually a fully focused stream like we do for this. It's usually something off to the side. So, anyway, cool. Last session, we ripped through the weird love triangle that was going on with Julian, Alina, Selena, and Adam. So, Alina was engaged to Julian. Selena had a thing for Julian and was kind of jealous and angry at her younger sister. Alina didn't really care for Julian, really, but liked the fact that he had money. But Alina really actually kind of liked Adam. And Adam had a massive boner for Alina. Adam loved Alina, and even though Alina was going to be marrying Julian, that didn't stop Adam from wanting to pursue her and still love her anyway. Something happened. Selena accidentally killed Alina by pushing her. She smacked her head on a rock. She died. She turned into a Noonwraith. Adam found out, murdered Selena out of revenge and anger, and Selena turned into a Night Wraith. Adam has run off. Julian's been informed. Julian seemed relatively calm about the whole ordeal. But Adam is likely to be pursued and arrested for his crimes. I don't know if we have anything to do with that. In the meantime, Alvin, we've given him a Dimeridium amulet. So that is to try and help him control his magical gifts, because Dimeridium tends to block or annul or reduce the magical capabilities of gifted mages, and it's sometimes sort of toxic or sickness inducing to mages if they come into contact with it. And that's what you see in the TV series too, when mages are either doused with Dimeridium powder or shackles. It's to nullify magic and tapping into chaos. So Alvin's got a medallion now. We've given that to him. He seems to want to hang out with Geralt, so he just keeps showing up in the fields in these areas and just following along. It's fine, I guess. We can't do much about it. So what we're trying to do now is let's look at trying to... Can we track this? We're going to find a way to free Alina's ghost. I should speak to someone who has knowledge of curses. Well, I'm assuming the Abigail the witch would know something about that, right? Let's try. So, Alina and Selena are both bound to be noon and night wraiths. I guess we try and free them or set them to peace or something. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Jay, it sounds like Julian dodged a bullet. I think so, potentially. But he did genuinely like Alina anyway. So he did have a thing for Alina. So both Adam and Julian liked Alina. Alina liked Adam. Selena liked Julian, but no one liked Selena. So Geralt plowed her over a rock nearby somewhere. So we came into effect there. So we're going to try and free Alina's ghost. Yes, give her eternal peace or something. Yeah, she dared. She dared. Turned into a Noonwraith. Selena accidentally killed her. In a fit of rage, she pushed her. Alina fell, banged her head on a rock, and died. And because of the emotionally charged nature of everything and the fact that there's weird magics in the area around Vesemir at the moment, possibly to do with Alvin, she turned into a Noonwraith. Pity boink. We gave Selena a pity boink. Ha! Boink. I haven't heard that word in so long. Ah, that's great. Anyway, Abigail from chapter 1 is apparently here in chapter 4 in this area. So let's see what she can tell us. Can she help us free Alina? We fought Alina and killed her, but not really killed her.
I need your help on a matter of a spiritual nature.
You can trust me.
I don't know how to send Alina's spirit into the beyond.
That conceited wench? She
Yes.
claimed to possess a rare and powerful Nehelenia's mirror, which once served oracles and prophets. Alina consulted her mirror quite frequently.
With the question, who's the fairest of them all? I know Nehelenia's mirrors come in two varieties, polite and broken.
A white
Alina's mirror
reference.
is clearly broken. If you reassemble it and show Alina, the curse may be lifted.
It doesn't make sense. Why would that be a thing? Okay, I must find shards of Alina's mirror in the fields. Alina had a Neheleni's mirror, but she smashed it, and its shards are scattered in the fields. I must find the pieces and reassemble it. Okay, that's what we're doing, I guess. So yes, there was quite the drama in the love triangle, square, parallelogram, whatever you want to call it, in last night's session. It was very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. All right, so we need to head through the passage to the fields, which is out the other way. Okay, so there's also going to be no wedding, so all the locals are gearing up for a wedding of the chief's son. That's not happening now. Alvin, welcome. And Sparkle Sauce, what's a Noonwraith? Well, we might see some when we go to the fields, but basically it is like a ghosty person who shows up in fields at noon. And yes, Alvin. So Alvin made his way here because during all the commotion in Vesemir, the Salamandra were closing in on him because the Salamandra want Alvin. So we want to protect Alvin from them. We already hate them well enough, but he teleported himself here accidentally whilst he was hiding from them and afraid. Which is why Triss teleported Geralt here. Now we've given him the Dimeridium amulet from Triss. He should hopefully not have his weird prophecy moments and not teleport anywhere unexpectedly. This is the Noonwraith, Sparkle Sauce. Creepy AF. Done it. Kill it, Geralt. Kill it. There we go. So if we look at monsters, Noonwraiths. So Noonwraiths, hang on, let me just get this epic music to stop. Loot it. Okay, so Noonwraiths haunt cultivated fields and meadows. They always appear when the sun is high. They are specters, but at the same time they maintain a strong connection to the natural world. They see the living, but cannot understand them because the dead cannot hear the living. So these are an example of actual magical supernatural beings. So they are ghosts. A lot of creatures and beasts and monsters are attributed to being some kind of supernatural thing, but they are not. They're just creatures. But due to the existence of magic and chaos and emotional trauma that lives everywhere, there are genuinely supernatural beings that exist. So ghosts, specters, etc. exist, and Noonwraiths exist. Alvin is indeed the magic kid. Yes, Jay, exactly. But now that Alina's dead, where's Alvin going to go? Well, hopefully back to Triss, because that was the whole thing, right? And that's why it's kind of weird that Triss is, you know, trying to lock Geralt down in a relationship as they then look after and foster an adopted, magically gifted child, which is exactly what Yennefer and Geralt in Ciri sounds like, which is weird because Triss knows all about that. Geralt has forgotten all about that due to his amnesia, and Triss is going along anyway. So that's why I'm a bit sketchy on Triss, because why are you doing that? You know, she knows better. She knows things. She's not telling Geralt. Midday Bride. So what the hell is a... Is this where we're going to fight fragments of Alina? Midday Bride. Can we stun it and kill it? Well done, Geralt. Oh, and another good point that Frosty raises is, yes, Alvin prophesied this twice as well. Just kind of creepy and upsetting. Alright, so I'm guessing we're going to find these mirror fragments, which seem to have these weird, maybe fragments of Alina bound to it. We have these midday brides showing up. Yes, anyway, just because a maiden doth die in a field does not necessarily make a Noonwraith. But given the strange circumstances and the magically charged nature of everything right now, it did make a Noonwraith. Triss is into Gary, can't blame her. Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, Triss has always had a thing for Geralt. So you can only blame her so much. Yep, I'll pay that. It's still a little bit dodgy though. She's still taking advantage of Geralt. And she's refusing to talk about Geralt's past, citing excuses like Geralt needs to find it himself and she doesn't want to taint it. Which is a bit of a cop-out because she's secretly hoping that he doesn't regain his past or becomes a different person in his rebooted nature and chooses her. Anyway, more of this unfolds in The Witcher 2, I think. But that's going to be hella interesting. Meanwhile, Alvin's going to keep just following us along like a lost puppy dog. Oops, I mistimed that. Oh, I couldn't stun and finish. There we go. Now we can finish it, Carol. Well done. I have no idea how many of these fragments we need to collect. All right, on to the next place. The Druid Circle. All right. So we need to head... Yes, we'll need to head to the west and then to the south. Is Alvin following us? Yes, he is. He's following us when we go into the fields and the lakeside, so into the dangerous territories. And I'm just running away from these guys because they're annoying. They keep respawning, so I'm not fighting them. I don't need to fight them. Disappear. He had too much mac and cheese. Oh, I love me some good mac and cheese. Or mac and cheese croquettes. Yes. Deep fried bricks of mac and cheese. Delightful. Oh, what do you mean help me? Oh, fuck off. God damn it. What are you doing, Alvin? Wrong button. Alright, now we gotta fight everything, although the Midday Bride thankfully is standing back there. Spinny moves for the win. Nope, nope, here she is. Stab her in the butt! Oh, it didn't work. It radiates so much sunshine as well, it's like washing out the colours. Oh, never mind, she just turned it off. And the colours are going weirder. Why are the colours going weirder? Done. Finish her, Geralt. Very good. What time is it? Is that... It's 6 p.m, that's why. Okay. So we're running out of time. I need to get more wyvern eggs too. Forgot about that. I saw a royal wyvern and I probably needed to fight it. What are we doing here? Frosty! Alright, this is just your opinion, but you think at this stage CDPR didn't know if they'd be continuing on with the series. At the time, not many had read the book, so you think they took a bit of creative license with Triss. You mean Yen isn't even vaguely hinted until The Witcher 2, so I think they went, shit, we now have to plug plot holes because we're continuing on. Also, you don't know how many books are out or what they entail, as you've never read them. Yeah, I think there was like 8 books. Well, it's funny, there's a bunch of short stories, which then sort of turns into the first sort of book and then in the series. So the TV show, season 1 is mostly focused around the Witcher short stories, but it does then start to lead into the story series that focuses on Geralt and Ciri, or Cirilla. And yeah, Alvin, Geralt absolutely is an aspiring acrobat. He loves the backflips. Oh my god, so many backflips. All right, now we've collected more mirror shards and stuff, so that's cool. The short stories came out last, did they? I thought they were first because Andrzej Sapkowski was not really sure what he was trying to create. I'm no expert, so I could be absolutely wrong. Either way, whatever the reason for why CD Projekt Red has done this with Triss and everything, doesn't matter. It's good. Like, it is interesting. Like, Triss sort of playing on Geralt's amnesia. Like, it makes for interesting conversation, interesting topics, and it leads to decent writing, so you cannot fault it. Like, whatever their reason why they did it, it's because they weren't sure how far they were going to take it, or how successful the series was going to be. And you're right, at that point, not many people had read the books because this series is what gave fame to the books in the Western world, and thus the TV series, which is why I'm pissed that the TV series keeps doing deviating things unnecessarily. Let's eat some food because we need to regen a little bit. All right, how many more of these things we gotta fight? More fragments of Alina. Whichever way you look at it, the Witcher game series is all pretty well written, and it's perfectly in line with the books. Okay, there we go. That fragment, more fragments. Come on, Alvin. Time to run through the creepy fields at nighttime. Get up to more mischief. So yes, when we're using the silver sword and in the fast fighting style, Geralt is loving doing a bajillion weird backflips that is absolutely just looking like a, I don't know, it looks like it wouldn't be working, or it's like he's trying too hard. It's weird. Anyway, because I keep unlocking more sword moves and combos with our talent points, he keeps getting more and more elaborate. And now the Witcher's silver sword, he mostly wields one-handed in The Witcher 1, whereas the steel sword is mostly two-handed. That's why we get the backflips, I guess. Oh, here we go. Now we've got them all.
Geralt!
I asked you to hide if it turned dangerous.
I hear voices from all those women who live here.
They're dead, Alvin.
So many fear me. When they think I can't hear, they call me the Devil's Child.
Those people, They're just afraid of what they don't understand.
I want them to like me. I don't want them to die. What should I do?
Ooh, okay, yes, let's,
Your visions are a gift, not a curse. It's up to you to use them for good.
I'll
Right.
remember that.
Don't be a dick, Alvin. Remember this moment. Alvin, don't be a dick. We'll revisit this point in future. Okay, I told Alvin that his powers are a gift. It seems the boy needs some guidance. I'll look after him for the time being. He follows me around everywhere. Okay, heat of the day. I managed to find the mirror shards. Before presenting it to the Noonwraith, I must have it repaired. I need to find a craftsman of some sort. Okay, where are we going for that? We're going back up to the town of Murky Waters. I don't know why there's a quest marker here for the raspberry patch, but let's have a look. I think I've still got a wyvern egg contract I need to do as well. Run through this long grass. Avoid the Noonwraith. Activate the place of power so we can buff our magics. Thank you very much. Do a weird bugged out shadow there. Let's spin the camera out to fix that then. For some reason I've got a quest marker in the raspberry. Oh, that's where we've got to go once we've fixed it, I think. Back to town. All right. I have to admit, I'm very much looking forward to playing more of the Witcher series, which we'll be doing later this year to lead us into the Witcher 3 remaster. Such a great universe. Very interesting stuff. In the meantime, we're going to finally delve into some Elder Scrolls soon. I'm very excited for that too. I'm excited for all the games we're going to be playing. I wish I could just play games all the time and be exploring the awesome lore with everyone all the time. But I can't. Real life gets in the way. Real time. Time in the space-time continuum gets in the way. But I do love the Elder Scrolls series, and I know a lot about the lore in that, so I'm very pumped for that too. So next week, end of next week, assuming we're still on track, we might kick off with Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think will take us like 2 weeks. It'll give me enough time to hopefully make my new vampire mod for Oblivion. And then we're playing Oblivion, remastered with mods. Such a great game, such great stories and content, especially for an Elder Scrolls series, so looking forward to that. Confused, you've got to go have an early lunch so you're in time for your exam. Good luck, we are thinking of you. We have confidence, you'll be fine. You'll do well. Murder some peeps. Oh, you know we're going to. Blacksmith man, can you fix a mirror?
Yes.
Because that's the same, right?
Can you reassemble a shattered mirror?
For 100 orens.
Alright, fine.
Deal. Take the pieces. I'll pay you when you're done.
Right. Always pay later. Okay. Let's just zone in and out. Let's use the frosty trick of just entering and exiting. And I want to ask him about Raven's armor as well.
Yes?
Berenger mentioned you know the legend of Raven.
I know nothing about the legend. I'm more interested in technology.
Hmm.
That armor was a
Me too.
breakthrough in armor design, made possible by advances in metallurgy and smelting.
Very interesting.
Metallurgy.
The armor.
That's how
I
you
can tell
say
you
it.
about its qualities.
Good, but remember I know little about metallurgy or smithery.
3 elements remain of Raven's armor: a spalder, a rear brace, and a gauntlet. The highest quality iron ores and state-of-the-art technologies were used in its making, not some useless Temerian smelting pots. The gnomes surpass us technologically by an age. Beneath Mount Carbon, they have blast furnaces and quenching tanks,
Mount
equipment
Carbon.
beyond our reach.
Can you tell me about the armor?
As you wish. The technologies I mention allow for the production of steel both hard and flexible, essentially indestructible. As I said, only parts of the armor remain. To recreate the entire suit, you must find replacement material and someone to assemble the parts.
Any suggestions?
Search crypts where great knights were interred. I heard the counts of the Reuter dynasty wore similar armor. Pieces of that should be reforgeable.
Okay, well that's what we will be doing.
Is my mirror ready?
Like new. Now, 100 orens?
Here.
Maybe I
All right.
should move.
Okay. Meanwhile, for the armor quest, we're talking about gnomes. So it's interesting, he's talking a lot about gnomes because we don't get to meet or see any gnomes. But gnomes do exist in the Witcher universe. And like other fantasy genre worlds, they are very good at engineering and technology. Similar thing applies in Warcraft and World of Warcraft and a lot of other games, I guess. But they say the Countess of Deruta dynasty had suits of armor fashioned by gnome craftsmen. We'll read that later because we're focusing on this. I have Alina's mirror. Now I must find the Noonwraith and see if the legends are true. Okay, can we go there given that it's no longer the middle of the day? Let's try, I guess. Got Alina's mirror. Can we somehow use it to put her to rest? To set her free? I think it's all a little bit too convenient. Ah, don't freak out. Don't move the camera. Be tripping balls. These weird monkey things show up everywhere too. I do look forward to playing a genuinely open world game too when we play The Witcher 3. But we'll be playing Oblivion and Fallout 4 before then. They're open world. It's going to be good. Both of them, I'll be taking a twist that I doubt you've taken if you are playing those games. Or if you have played those games. But don't worry, it's not going to be super different. I shouldn't over promote it. All right, let's go up here. We are close. Up on the raspberry patch. The twist is you'll play evil. Well, that's not... A little bit of that is true. So in the eldest... We'll talk about this in a minute. I'm sure we've got more running to do. We'll come back to this topic. Hold that thought. All right, Alina, still not dead, even though we stabbed her.
Come with me.
Alina, gaze in the mirror.
Alina?
Take a good look.
Alvin's here.
So romantic.
I am Alina. I must hurry. I am to marry soon.
Alina, you're dead.
Why do you say so? I feel wonderful, if a trifle cold.
Strange. It's hot as hell.
I must gather raspberries for my beloved.
Why did Alina's soul refuse to leave? I can sense her happiness now that she's thinking about her wedding. She doesn't know she's a ghost.
Maybe Nehelenia's mirror is not enough to break the curse.
I heard a story of a Noonwraith who wouldn't wed a Nilfgaardian, but I don't remember how it ended.
A legend, you say? Maybe I should ask those who know folk wisdom. I promised Julian I'd free his beloved.
Geralt, do you love someone?
Me? I don't know.
It's Yennefer, he does.
You should fall in love.
He does. He just doesn't know it. He doesn't remember. But even the whole Yennefer thing is complex. All right, so heat of the day. I gave the mirror to the Noonwraith. She stopped attacking me and seems to remember who she used to be. Okay, that's a step forward. It wasn't enough to put her to rest, though. I need to investigate further. Aren't there any shortcuts to this folk tale? Okay, must continue looking for a way to put Alina's ghost to rest. Who might know stuff? The Hermit? Yeah, there's a marker here for the Hermit. Let's go down towards the Hermit. He knows tales. He told us the tale of the Lady of the Lake. Doing the pee-pee dance next. What? So yes, my unique take. Well, not that unique, I guess. More unique on Skyrim, I guess. But in Oblivion, we'll be playing as a vampire. We'll be playing as a vampire using a vampire mod I'm going to make, because I don't like any of the existing ones. Skyrim, we're going to be playing... Oh, hello, what have we got? We've got a Devourer. Skyrim, we're going to be playing a hybrid. Using a mod I've already made. So vampire and werewolf. That's going to be cool. Both of these are not going to be pure, you know, lawful good. Well, I'm never lawful good anyway. But the Elder Scrolls games, it's difficult to play as the purest of pure heroes. There's always something that sucks you into some of the darker sides of that universe. We will be dabbling in some of the darker sides of that universe, but we'll still be heroic. Oh, yeah, hybrid for the win. Did you expect anything else, Grizz? Now, Fallout 4, because we're playing Fallout 4 as well, and I'm excited for that, because I've only played that once, and I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be playing with Nate and Nora. So we're going to have Nate's spouse. I'll be playing as Nate, because you can pick male or female. We'll be playing the male one. And we're going to have our partner as a follower, which is due to a mod. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. If you do know what I'm talking about, hopefully I've piqued your interest, because that's not normal. That's a deviation from the story. But it's going to be amazing. Lots of extra content and dialogue to go with that. All right, Hermit Man, what can you do to tell us about Noonwraiths and stuff? And Alina.
Do you know how to help a ghost enter the realm of the dead?
Anyone specific in mind?
Yes, very specific.
Turned into a Noonwraith.
Alina gained possession of a rare and powerful item, the Nehelenia's Mirror.
Yes.
Nehelenia's mirrors often served prophets and oracles, for they foretold the future. Alina oft turned to her mirror for advice.
I gave Alina the mirror.
And?
She ceased attacking me and seems to understand who she is. But she doesn't believe in her own death. She wants to prepare for her wedding.
Then you must speak with the Lady of the Lake or the local soothsayer. Only they might know how to solve this problem.
Thanks. Farewell.
Fucking hell, more running, hey? Lady of the Lake or a healer? Well, we've already spoken to Abigail, so who's the healer? Time for the Lady of the Lake, then. Which just happens to be yonks away, so... Well, let's touch this place of power. Power up. Oh, and I'm joined by a cat. You jump on the behind the scenes if you're a Patreon sponsor or a community contributor. You'll have access. You can see the cat making her bed. Oops, and I've gotten lost because I was distracted. Extra channel on Discord is what I'm talking about now. Alright, so let's run through here. I'm assuming Alvin is following as well. There we go. You can see a floating head there, Frosty. Frosty's joined. Yes, I'm talking about you. You gonna say hello? No, you're just gonna stare at me. That's fine. And I'm gonna run into the corner because I'm not looking at what I'm doing. There's no idea. The new favorite spot is the bed in the studio. She only goes there. It's either outside, flopping on the floor and bugging everyone, or chilling on the bed in the studio. There you go, Frosty. I've adjusted it down. Oops, she's settled down now. So part of the challenge is I can't angle the camera well enough because it means I have to angle the tablet down. Because the tablet stand only lets it tilt backwards. I can't quite get that, but I will come up with something. I will improve our kitty cams and behind the scenes stuff. Also occasionally doing after stream quick chats with people who want to hang out for 5 minutes or so on that channel, but you must be a sponsor or a community contributor. And I don't do it all the time, but I'm just trying to come up with things that might give something extra to our sponsors. Continue up this way. Ah, you wish to give her many pets. Well, it's funny because she doesn't love too many pets. Only certain people are allowed to pat her, and only certain people may pat her beyond just the stroke of the cheek. And a pat further down, oh, no, that's only reserved for very special people. He's a weird unit. But she's still a good unit. Certainly not the Grizz. Well, I reckon Grizz, you visit enough. I'll continue my training I'm doing with her. You'll get some paths. I'm confident we can get there.